Have you ever thought of putting down Paris in a car-centric US city? Well, I'm here to do exactly that. In my city of Pittsford, I'm here to put down Paris. Now, first things first I need to do was buy some land at the edge of the map and build out a highway intersection. Now, I decided to use a pre-made highway intersection instead of building my own. And after a lot of thinking and going through a lot of highway interchanges, I decided to use the partial cloverleaf highway intersection. And after this, I buy some more land around my old land, and I see that it's pretty hilly over here, so I start terraforming. And after this, I plan on to build a massive roundabout that is found in Paris. So what I do is I build out a straight road out, and then using the complex curve tool, I build out a semicircle. And after my first semicircle is done, I just repeat that process again on the other side of the circle. And after that, I had a massive circle, and I wanted to build another circle inside this massive circle. So I was just trying to eyeball this, and after some building, I actually was able to eyeball it perfectly. And after this, I made roads going out of my big circle in all directions. Here I make another highway exit. And for this little big circle that I'm using, my main reference point is the main big circle in Paris itself. So that's kind of what I'm basing this whole thing off. And here I continue to build on my highway exit, because I wanted more ways of people getting out of the highway and into my city than just one choke point. Here I just placed down a small transformer station for my electricity, because I couldn't really place down a coal power plant. And here I do some testing of what housing is better, the row housing or the normal medium density. And I personally thought both of them were really good. But I thought that the row housing was just a teeny tad bit better. And here I just placed down some trees in my small circle in the middle to kind of give it that wildlife kind of look, kind of like Central Park. here I zone the rest of the street out and place down some important necessities in my city, like a police station and a firehouse, that will only serve for the mini Paris district. And after the small street was done, it looked really nice, kind of cramped and giving that Paris kind of feel. And here I built out some pedestrian paths to increase the walkability of my city. And I placed down this 3-star county hotel because I felt like it would blend in with my city. And after that, I placed down some more parks around Paris. And after this, I just placed down some more vegetation because I felt like this would increase the decoration of the place. And it already looked much better. And traffic seemed to be really spotless too. And sometime later, traffic was not spotless. Now people were exiting the highway, getting to the city, trying to leave the city in the same choke point. So it kind of created this kind of like really congested spot in my city. And here I just make another way for the citizens to enter the city, kind of diverting the traffic away so that people could leave the city a bit faster. And here I make another small community that is not in the circle. And also in this one too, I built down pedestrian streets. And here I just do a lot of zoning and just let the city grow out. But looking back at it, I think it actually was kind of like a bad idea because a lot of citizens just started to move in really fast, which caused a lot of traffic jams in my narrow choke points. And I came back sometime later and just saw a ton of traffic. And to fix it, I just placed down a small roundabout. But the traffic was actually piling up, and that was a big problem. But anyways, I looked at this cool feature in game, and that was that the snow was melting away slowly, and that was because it was raining, which actually seemed like a really cool feature in game, kind of looking into physics and like how the real world works. Here the traffic is actually like really bad. And I didn't really know any way to fix it except adding more lanes. But looking back at it, I think I could have made more like ways to get into the city than this small like choke point. And also, I don't think I should have zoned in that quickly in so many places, because that really is coming back to haunt me. And you can clearly see that because half the city is just yellow taxis. Here I add some more greenery, vegetation, as it adds more of a look to the city. And when you fill the entire city with just vegetation, it really just gives that extra bit of decoration, that feel. Here I found out a really cool system, kind of like in the game. And that's like when I was trying to add extension wings into my elementary school, I noticed that I could just spam down extension wings. It's not like I could just place down one or two, I could just place down unlimited. And that was like really like a niche thing in the game that I didn't really know about. Here, the exiting traffic seemed to be getting really crowded up. That was because this was instead of one-way road, it was two-way road. And then I changed it back up to a one-way road, so only people exiting can use this. Here, people just start to go back again into the little exiting thing. And traffic entering the city is still bad, because the traffic AI is not really that smart. Now, people exiting the city had to like look at a lot of traffic because it was like actually kind of piling up. But anyways, this is my final product. I mean, I could always worry about traffic later, but it's just how the city looks first. And I really felt like the pedestrian paths really gave a unique look into the city. Kind of, instead of the car-centric vibe, a bit more walkability. And here I tried to go back and fix the traffic, but it's really bad. I think I just have to wait it out and it might go down. But there is one fix I do. Instead of using this exit, I make another exit for people to leave. And thinking back and looking back at it, I felt like I really didn't have a need to build the partial cloverleaf, because I basically removed everything that was in the partial cloverleaf except one exit.